The second thing which we are supposed to understand, okay, the second set of looping statement is nothing but while loop. Okay, what are we supposed to talk about? We are supposed to talk about something called as while loop. What is basically while loop? Okay, so it's very simple here. Whenever we talk about while loop here, it's very simple. Let me try to brief you on this. Okay, let me try to brief you on the specific data here. Yeah. Okay. While loop is a looping statement which keeps on looping, which keeps on executing until the condition is false. Okay. So what is while loop, guys? It's a looping statement. Okay, meaning it is used to repeat a set of instructions. But the speciality of the while loop is it keeps on executing until the condition is false. Meaning he's going to stop only when the condition is false. If it is true, he keeps on executing here. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to talk about when we talk about while loop here. Meaning, if it is true, execute, execute, execute. Okay, but let us see a couple of examples and then we'll try to understand the data here. Okay, now here I will talk about the basic syntax what we have. Okay, let me talk about the basic syntax what we have here. Okay, while loops is nothing but while open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then open curly braces and close curly braces. This is the scope of the while loop here. And within parenthesis, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, within parenthesis, I am supposed to specify the condition over here. Okay, what am I supposed to do here? I have to specify the condition over here. This is what I am supposed to do here. Clear? And whatever I have set of instructions, I have to write it within this respective data here. Okay, so this is all about the entire data here. Clear? Now here, sir, how can we execute and get to know it, sir? Okay, I will let you know in a beautiful manner with an example over here. Okay, with an example, I'm just going to do it over here. Okay, so just look at this program, guys. Okay, I'll have int, okay, n equals to, okay, I'll write it as 1. Okay, what have I done? I've taken a variable called as n, which is storing the data called as 1 here, right? Now, I specify one condition, okay, while open parenthesis close, open curly braces close here. So I tell until it is lesser than or equal to 5, keep on looping. Okay, until it is lesser than or equal to 5, keep on looping here. So now do you all know any idea here? What will be the output when I try to print the value of n now? If I try to print SOPN, that is nothing but system.out.println, and I'm printing the value of n here. Any idea what will be the output here? Think and tell me what will be the output here, guys. Okay, so I'm just initializing it over here. Okay, any idea? Just a random guess what will be the output? Okay, you still thinking? Okay, but trust me, it's a very simple program. Okay, so I got a couple of output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. So here, right. Okay, so yeah, okay, I got a couple of answers. Okay, let me see here. First here, what is my n value over here? Okay, n value is initialized to 1, correct? The first line got executed. Okay, the n value is initialized to 1 here. I need to check the condition. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? Is it true or false? True. Control will come inside, meaning while loop will execute only when the condition is true. N value will be printed, correct? 1 will be printed. Since it's a loop, it will go back. Since it's a loop, it will go back. Now, what is my n value still? What is my n value? Sir, n value is still the same. Have I incremented my n value? No. Still n is 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, n value 1 will be printed. Again the loop will go back. Okay, again the loop will go back. What is my n value? It's still 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, again 1. Don't you think so? It's an infinite loop here. It will keep on printing 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. It keeps on printing 1 here. This will lead to infinite loop. Why? Because we are never incrementing the value of n. N was 1 and 1 is lesser than 5. True. Execute. 1 is lesser than 5. True. Execute. It keeps on looping. This will lead to infinite loop. Right? So in order to make it efficient, sir, what am I supposed to do, sir? In order to make it efficient, I have to add one statement. Sir, what is that statement, sir? I have to tell n plus plus. Now when I write it as n plus plus, now whatever you predicted would be valid. See now, what is my n value? N value for the very first time, n value is nothing but 1 here. So n value is what? 1. I check the condition. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? True. N value is 1. 1 gets printed. And when I tell n plus plus, what does it mean? I am incrementing the value of n to 2 here. And it's a loop, right? It has to go back. It has to go back. Now what is n lesser than or equal to 2? 5 here. Is 2 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, it is true. Control will come inside. What am I supposed to print? N value. N value is 2. 2 gets printed. N plus plus. N plus plus meaning n value will become 3. Again, it's a loop. It will go back. Okay, it will go back. What is my n value? It's 3 now. Is 3 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes. Control will come inside. N value will get printed 3. And n plus plus meaning I am incrementing the value of n by 1. So the n value will become 4. Again, it's a loop. While loop meaning it has to keep on looping. N value. What is n value? 4. Is 4 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes. Loop comes inside. I am trying to print the value of 4 and n plus plus meaning n value will get incremented to 5 here. Again, it's a loop. Loop will go back. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, it's true. Again, it comes inside n value. 5 will get printed. N plus plus meaning now the n value will become 6. Correct? Now again, it's a loop. No, it has to go back no matter what. Now I check the condition. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 5? No, it is false. False meaning it will stop. So what is while loop here? It's a looping statement. When does it stop? Only when the condition is false. If it is true, it keeps on looping. Got the clarity here? This is how the minute things which we are supposed to understand when we talk about the data here. Since it's a while loop, it keeps on looping here. So what is while loop I have told you here? It's a looping statement which keeps on looping, okay, which keeps on executing until the condition is false. If it is true, he loops. True, execute. True, execute. He keeps on looping here. So this is what we are supposed to understand here. Clear? Can we see an example over here? Absolutely yes. This is my Notepad++. I open Notepad++ here and I will create a class here. Okay, class name is while loop demo. Okay, open curly braces and close curly braces. I have created a class and the class name is while loop demo. And here I will have my main method wherein the execution will start. So here I'll have public static void main, open parenthesis close, and I'll write it as string array of arguments. Open curly braces and close curly braces. So I have created a class and I have my main method wherein the execution will begin from, right? Now let me save my Java program here. Okay, Control S, and I have to tell where do you want to save your Java program, Uday? On the desktop, I created a folder. What was the folder name? Java programs, right? Inside that folder, I will write it as while loop demo and save as what? I have to search for Java source file. I have to click on Java source file. Automatically it will take the extension as .java and save. So I'm done writing the code. Now here if I tell int x equals to, okay, n, we took it as n, no, we'll take it as n only, n equals to 1. Okay, now here I will have to just write it as while, okay, n is lesser than or equal to 5. Okay, you have to keep on looping. Okay, until n is lesser than or equal to 5, you keep on looping. And what are we supposed to print here? I am supposed to print the content as, okay, I am just supposed to tell print system dot out dot println, and I am just printing the value called as n here. I'm just printing the value called as n. Okay, now I want to execute it and see if this is a valid output or not. Okay, so therefore what am I supposed to do here? I open the program, where is that file here? Java programs, right? I open that respective folder, and within the path here, within the URL path over here, I click on it and I write cmd. Okay, once I tell cmd, what happens here? The command prompt will get opened in that respective directory itself. Okay, if not, I have to explicitly tell cd desktop, cd java programs, all those nonsense things. I had to do it on my own, right? But now here automatically it will happen. The only reason being, we are trying to go to that directory and try to open it. Okay, so this is about the entire process. Now let us see the output. What will be the respective output? How am I supposed to compile my Java program here? Java C, okay, while loop demo dot Java, okay, Java C while loop demo dot Java. So I have to compile my Java program and it is successful. Java while loop demo. I have to interpret. Can you see? It's going infinite, infinite, infinite. Control C. Control C will stop. Okay, terminating. Control C. Okay, it's leading to infinite loop. Why? Sir, n value is 1 for the very first time and n is lesser than or equal to 5. Yes, it's true. 1 will get printed. Again goes back. 1 less than or equal to 5, 1 will get. It keeps on looping because there is no end point at all. Okay. So similarly, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, I'm done with this entire data. To make it efficient, I just add one statement. What is the statement here? N plus plus. When I add it as n plus plus here, okay, it means I am incrementing it. So therefore, now when I compile my Java program and interpret my Java program here, I get the absolute data here. Okay, I get the output in the brilliant way here. Clear? So this is how we are supposed to understand what is while loop. Okay, while loop meaning it's a looping statement. It keeps on executing if it is true. It's going to stop only when the condition is false. Okay, so this is all about the entire data here. Clear? Now I'll give you a lot of differentiation a bit later, okay? But as of now here, we understood what is while loop, correct? So now the next, the thing which we have here is, it's something called as do while loop, correct? So the next thing which we have is do while loop, okay? But what is the difference here? That is what we are supposed to understand. The next thing which we have is something called as do while loop, okay? What is do while loop? Okay, it's very simple. Whenever we talk about do while loop, it's a looping statement. Again, it's a looping statement similar to while loop, but the only difference is nothing but do while will execute a set of instructions, okay, and then checks the condition. Okay, sir, what is it, sir? What did you tell? It's simple. While loop and do while loop is the same. Okay, they are the same, meaning it keeps on executing. Okay, if the condition is true, it's going to stop only when the condition is false. But the working will differ. Okay, the syntax will differ. First, do while loop will execute a set of instructions and then going to check the condition. Okay, so how, sir, can we understand? Yes, absolutely yes. Okay, now let me write down the syntax. Okay, so that you'll have a better understanding. Do, open curly braces, close, okay, and I have to specify while within parenthesis, give the condition and make sure you will terminate it within semicolon. If you don't terminate within semicolon, it's a problem, right? So now you have to write the set of instructions. Okay, so this is all about the entire process here. Okay, now we got the basic level of understanding. Okay, now I want you all to understand one example. Okay, what is that example, sir? Okay, it's very simple. Okay, see here. The first part here is similar. Int x equals to 1. I have the x value as 1 here, and I make use of do while loop. Do open curly braces and close, and while, okay, open parenthesis close, and what am I supposed to do here? I have to give the condition, right? So now I tell SOP, I print the value of x here, okay, and then I have to check, okay, x until it is lesser than or equal to 5. Okay, I repeat, why do while loop and while loop is the same, but the working will differ. Okay, now can you tell me what will be the output? Sir, x value is 1, sir. Very good. Now it does, sir. Okay, the control comes here, it does something, sir. It prints x value, sir. 1 will get printed, sir. After that, while loop, sir. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5, sir? Yes, sir, it's true. The control will go back, sir. So keeping that thing in mind, can you all tell me what will be the output here? Think and tell me at least now. At least now think and tell me what will be the output. I got a couple of correct answers as well, but I want the output for now. What will be the output now? Okay. So now here, look at this output here. Okay, it's a very, very simple part. X value is 1. For sure. Correct. Print X value. X value 1 will get printed. Right? What is X value? It's still 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes. Loop goes by. What is X value? It's still 1. 1 will get printed. Again check the condition. Is 1 less than or equal to 5? Yes. Goes by. Print X. What is X value? 1. What is X value? This will also lead to infinite loop here. This will also lead to infinite loop. In order to make it efficient, sir, what am I supposed to do? In order to make it efficient, I have to add one statement. What is that statement, sir? X plus plus. See now, it's a very, very simple program. First step, X will get initialized to 1. Correct? What is my X value? 1. Correct? I print my X value. What is my X value? 1. X plus plus meaning I am incrementing the value of X. X value will become 2. And after that I check the condition. Is 2 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, it's true. Control will go by. It does the job. What is my X value? 2. 2 will get printed. X plus plus meaning it will become 3, and then I check the condition. Is 3 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes. Goes back. Again I execute. What is my X value? 3. X plus plus. X value will become 4. I check the condition. Is 4 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes, it's a loop. It will go by. What is my X value? 4. 4 will get printed. X plus plus meaning it will become 5. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 5? Yes. Goes back. 5 will get printed. X plus plus. Now it will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 5? No. Stop it. And I have got the desired output here. I have got the expected output. Don't you think so? While and do while loop is almost same. It keeps on looping, okay, until the condition is false. When is he going to stop? Only when the condition is false, he is going to stop here. Okay, so this is all about the entire process of understanding, okay, what is while and do while loop here. Okay, so this is all about the entire process, guys. Okay, no complications, nothing. It's a very, very simple task which you need to understand here. Clear? Great. Perfect. Now here, let me try to develop the same program in the same part. Okay, let me do it over here itself. Okay, now, okay, so now how am I supposed to do it here? So first, I will have one variable, int x equals to 1. Okay, now here I have to do open curly braces, close, and while. Okay, while what? Until x is lesser than or equal to 5, you keep on looping. Okay, and here the same logic I have to write it down over here. I have to print the x value here, and this is nothing but x plus plus. Okay, I'm working around with x here. Okay, this is all about the entire process here, guys. Okay, it's a very, very simple Java program which you need to understand. This is n, this is x. This is all about it. Now when I compile my Java program, look here, Java C, while loop demo.java, and when I do it, did I get the expected output? Yes, I have got my expected output in a beautiful manner. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have printed it with the help of while and do while. But what is the difference here? While loop and do while loop are almost same. It keeps on looping or executing until the condition is false. But what is the major difference here? See, while loop checks the condition first and then executes the set of instructions, whereas do while loop, it executes the set of instructions and then checks the condition here. So this is the first example here, first difference. What is it? While loop checks the condition, and that is when he executes a set of instructions. But whereas do while loop is executing the first set of instructions and then checking the condition. He does the job first and then checks the condition. This is the difference between while loop and do while loop. Clear? Now similarly, can we print the numbers in reverse order using while and do while here? Is it possible for us to print it? I want to print 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 using both while and do while. Simple guys, okay? Trust me, it's a very simple program, okay? First of all, int, okay, I equals to 5. Why? Because I want to print 5 for the very first time now. So I'll take it as 5 here. I value is 5. Then while loop. While open parenthesis close, open curly braces close. This is the logic. Now what will be the condition? Until it reaches 1. 5 is greater than 1. 4 is greater than 1. 3 is greater than 1. 2 is greater than 1. And 1 is equal to 1. So I should be either greater than or equal to 1 here. See, 5, 4, 3, 2 are greater than 1 and 1 is equal to 1. So until I is greater than or equal to 1, keep on looping. And the condition will be, I have to print the value of I. Okay. And I'm decrementing gradually. 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. I'm gradually decrementing by 1 here. So therefore, I have to write I minus minus. That's it. Very, very simple. So what is my I value here? I value is 5, sir. Very good. Is 5 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, true. Control comes inside. I should print I value. 5 will get printed. I minus minus. I will become what? 4. Okay. Loop will go back. Loop will go back. So now what is my I value? I value is 4. Is 4 greater than or equal to 1? 4 will get printed. I minus minus. It will become 3. It will go back. Okay. 3 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Control comes inside I value. I value is nothing but 3. 3 will get printed. I minus minus. It will become 2. Again, it's a loop. It has to go back. It goes back. Is 2 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. 2 will get printed. Okay. And then I minus minus. I value will become 1. It goes back. Is 1 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, true. I will get printed 1. I minus minus. It will become 0. Now again it goes back here. I value will become 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 1? Stop it. So this is the output. I get it in a beautiful manner. Okay. So this is what we are supposed to understand when it comes to looping statement. Okay. We can traverse it in forward direction as well as reverse direction. Okay. Now here I'll do one more program here for do while loop. You have to just tell me the output here. If you understood or not, right? So now here, first of all, see 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct? Int x equals to 5. Same thing. Do. Do what? It has to print the value of x here. And then it has to decrement. Okay, he has to decrement. Until when? Until it reaches 1 here. Okay. Don't you think here, it's both the same. Don't you see here? Okay, it's very easy, but only execution will matter. What is my x value? X value is 5. It does the job here. Print x value. 5 will get printed. X minus minus. X will become now 4. Okay. Is 4 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, goes by. 4 will get printed. X minus minus. It will become 3. Check the condition. Is 3 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, goes by. Print 3. X minus minus. It will become 2. check the condition again. Is 2 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Goes back. X value, I need to print it here, right? What is my X value over here if I try to print? It is nothing but 2. Again, minus minus, it will become 1. Again, is 1 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. Goes back. X value. 1 will get printed. X minus minus, it will become 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 1? No. Stop it. And I have got the desired output here. I've done it in the most ugliest way, but yeah, the basic funda is to understand the working of it. Once you understand the working of it, it becomes very easy here. Clear? So now if you want me to develop it, okay, you can do it over here. Okay, it's a very simple program, correct? So what will you do over here? You just copy paste this entirely. Okay, I'm just copy pasting it, guys, because I'm very lazy. Okay, we'll take a different variable I equals to 5. Okay, until I is greater than or equal to 1, you keep on printing the I value, and it has to keep on decrementing it. Why? Because we are going in the reverse order, decrementing way. Okay, this is for while loop. Do while loop, how will you do it here? Okay, so X is nothing but you will be 5. We'll take it as J here, different variable. I will print the value of J here. Okay, and here it is again J minus minus. Why? We are decrementing until J is greater than or equal to 1. This is all about it. So when I compile my Java program, I should be able to get the output here. Okay, compilation done. Okay, I'm so sorry, somewhere I made one mistake. Let me see here. I is 5, I is like, oh, this data, I minus minus, right? So now when I compile it, it should work fine now. Okay, so yeah, did I get the output here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in both the ways here? Absolutely yes. Okay, so this is what we are supposed to understand when it comes to the entire data here. Okay, this is all about the entire process here. Clear? Great. So we got the clarity about this working. Clear? Now we are done with for, while, and do while. Okay, I'll tell you the difference here. One more difference we have. But as of now, anyone having any doubts, guys? Any doubts here as of now? Any confusions, anyone? Perfect. Very good. Okay. So we understood the basic working about for, while, and do while, right? So what are the differences, sir? Okay, what are the differences, sir? Okay, I'll tell you here. Okay, I'll tell you the difference between for and while loop. Okay. First of all, sorry, while and do while loop. Okay. Now here, imagine we have two looping statements, correct? One is nothing but while loop, okay, and other one is nothing but do while loop. Okay, another one is nothing but do while loop here. This is do while loop. Okay, clear. So these are the two looping statements which we generally have here. Okay, so what is the first difference here? What is the first difference here? As I told you here, okay, what does while loop does here? Okay, whenever you talk about while loop here, look at the working here. While, okay, I have to give the condition. Okay, he checks the condition and then he executes the set of instructions, correct? And do while loop, it does. It executes the set of instructions and he is going to check the condition later. Okay, so you have to add a semicolon at the last here, mandatorily. So what is while loop here? While loop is nothing but he checks the condition and then executes the set of instructions. Whereas do while loop, he will execute the set of instructions and then checks the condition here. Okay, so this is the first difference between, okay, while and do while. What does while loop does? He checks condition first. Okay, while loop checks condition first and then executes here and then executes. Whereas do while loop, he executes first and then checks the condition. condition. Guys, I'll document and I'll send it to you. Okay, I'm just writing it over here because I'm not sure where have I documented it. Okay, I'll be forwarding it to you, those notes here. Okay, but I'm just trying to give the data here. Okay, this is the first difference which we generally have. What is the second difference, sir? What is the second difference, sir? Again, it's easy. Okay, now what is the second difference, sir? I will tell you. Very simple data here. You will understand. Okay, now I'll give my x value. See, int x equals to 10, while x is lesser than or equal to 5. You have to print here SOP. Okay, x value you have to print. Similarly, I'll do it for do while loop. Int I equals to 10. Do open curly braces close while I write the data. I is lesser than or equal to 5, and I'm just printing the data called as I value. Okay, now what will be the output here and what will be the output here? Any idea what will be the output here, guys? First example, what will be the output here? Think and tell me. Think and tell me. What will be the output? Do one answer. Okay. Sir, x value is 10, sir. Very good. X value is 10, sir. I check the condition, sir. Is 10 lesser than or equal to 5? No, it is false. False meaning the control will never get inside. Therefore, the condition is false. Therefore, no output over here. So, here no output. So, while loop meaning if the condition is false, if the initial condition is false, the while loop will not execute even once. Clear? If the condition is false, okay, if the first initial condition is only false, the while loop will not execute even once here. Whereas in do while loop, okay, check in do while loop what happens here. What is my value? 10. Since it does the job first, I value will be printed 10. 10 will be printed. Is 10 lesser than or equal to 5? No, stop it now. So if the initial condition is also false, do while loop will execute at least once. Okay, do while loop will execute at least once even if the initial condition is false. But while loop will not get executed if the initial condition is only false here. Got the clarity here? So this is what we are supposed to understand here. Got the clarity here? While loop will not execute even once. Do while loop will execute at least once here. Clear? This is all about the entire process here. Clear? Done. So what is the second difference which we have? Okay, I'll write it down. Okay. Okay, announcement I'll do it later. Okay, great. So perfect. So now here while loop won't be executed. I'll write it there. If initial condition is false. If initial condition is false, okay, it won't be executed. It won't be executed even once. Clear? Guys, this I've documented it, okay? Bad handwriting, don't worry, okay? I'll be documenting. It's already done. I have to open it and show it to you, rather I'm just developing over here, okay? It will execute at least one. It will execute at least once, even if the initial condition is false. Initial condition is false. Clear? This is all about the entire data here. Okay, this is all about the entire data. Clear everyone here, guys? Okay, while loop, he checks and then executes. Do while loop, he executes and then checks. While loop, if the initial condition is only false, he won't get executed at all, not even once. But do while loop, this guy, he will execute at least once here. Okay, so this is all about, okay, the working of while and do while loop here. Clear? So now here we got the clarity. Sir, we understood what is while and do while loop here. Now, where do we use for loop and while loop, sir, in general terms here? Where do we use for loop and while loop, sir? It's very simple, guys. Okay, where do you use? Okay. Now, whenever for loop, when will I choose for loop? When will I choose while loop? Okay, this is the important part you need to understand. Okay, see, if you know how many times to repeat a task, you will always choose for loop. 5 times you need to repeat, 50 times you need to repeat, you will always choose for loop. So for loop is used to repeat for a specified number of times. I know how many times to repeat a task. Okay, so I will always choose for loop. Sir, while loop, when will I choose, sir? When I do not know the endpoint. I do not know the endpoint how many times. Until certain condition, I have to keep looping. Okay, for example, imagine there is a file. Okay, there is a file. There is a hell lot of data over here. There is hell lot of data here. Okay, I want to read one by one, one by one, one by one. I need to read. While I will specify certain condition, that is until the file is empty. Until the file is empty. Okay, keep reading. Read data. Okay, I don't know how many characters are there into my file. Okay, I do not know how many words are there, letters are there. I have to keep on reading everything. So while I write some condition here until the file is empty. Okay, until the file is empty, keep on reading. Is the file empty? No, read data. Is the file empty? No, read data. Is the file empty? No, read the data. Is the file empty? Yes, yes, yes. So stop the traversing. So for loop meaning you know how many times to repeat. Hey, do this job for 5 times. Do this job for 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. You know how many times to repeat a task. You will always choose for loop. While loop, when do we choose here? Sir, when I do not know the endpoint, sir, I need to keep on looping until certain condition. But I'm not sure what is that condition. Okay, I don't know what is the endpoint. It might be 5 times, there might be 5 words, there might be 50 words, there might be 500 words. I'm not sure. When will I stop? Only when the file is empty. Until the file is empty, keep on reading, 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 reading. When will I stop? Only when the file is empty, based on the condition I have specified. Got it? So this is all about, okay, for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, completely I am done with looping. Nested for loop I'm left out. Okay, but again, don't mind, I'll give you one more assignment. Okay, don't scold me. Okay, what the hell is he giving assignments on daily basis, guys? It's only for your things. Okay, as I told you here, 3 topics are very important for your logical thinking. Okay, one is operators, then it is conditional statements. Okay, and next is looping statements. Okay, first of all, if you want to be logically strong, okay, these 3 topics will play very important role. Okay, so if else condition, what are the different operators we have seen? Several types of operators we have seen, right? Arithmetic, assignment, logical, relational, unary, ternary, right? So go through everything. Okay, it's very important. So first go through operators, then conditional statements like if else if, nested if, switch, right? Generally used for decision making. Go through that. Next, looping. What are the different looping? For loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay, so understand. Once you are strong over these topics, your basic foundation is done. Your basics are very strong now. See, don't you think so? C, C++, other programming languages also had the same things, right? But the only things will differ is the syntax. Okay, and first of all, you need to have brains over here. Okay, brain plus, okay, you need to have brains plus these topics you need to study. So once you study, then yeah, it's going to be easy for you all. Okay, so this is all about the process, guys. Okay, and what is the assignment here? What is the assignment here is, first here, you have to print even numbers. Sir, we did it yesterday only, sir. Even numbers be printed, sir. Okay, in reverse order. Okay, for the clarity, you are supposed to print even numbers in reverse order. That is, I want the output as 5, oh sorry, I'll do it in this way. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay, in the same line. I don't want it in this line. I want it in the same order. you have to make use of SOP here. Okay, you shouldn't make use of SOPLN. If I tell SOPLN, the control will move to the next line, correct? I want the same things to be printed after a space. Got the clarity? You are supposed to print even numbers in reverse order. Okay, reverse order 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 using SOP statement, correct? Using for loop, using while loop, and using do while loop. Okay, so you have to print using for loop also, while loop also, do while loop also separately. Okay, don't try, oh, in a single program, I will be making use of for loop. But yeah, you can do it in a single loop, for program itself. But I'm telling you have to have three loops: for loop, while loop, do while loop separately. Separately make use of it and try to print this using for loop. Print 10, 8, 9, 6, 4, 2. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. Using three different looping statements, I want you all to print it. Once you do this, okay, you are strong enough in looping. You can only conclude. Okay, you can only come to the conclusion that you are strong. If not, first practice it, okay, and then try to do it. Then you'll also become strong. Clear, everyone here? I hope you all got the clarity about, okay, what are we supposed to do here? Clear? Got it? Perfect. This is all about the entire process. Okay, now, so we are done with, okay, looping statements thoroughly. The only thing I am left out is nested for loop. Okay, what is nested for loop? I'll do it now. Okay, I'll do it now in a beautiful manner. You all got the assignment here? Okay, try working on it. Okay, now, great. Now we will try to work around, okay, looping statement. Oh, it's all done. Let me open a new sheet. Yeah, now we are supposed to talk about, okay, what are we supposed to talk about? The last part, okay, the last part, that is nothing but, okay, nested for loop. Okay, nested for loop. We all know it, right? Don't we? Okay, nested if meaning one loop, one if was present inside another if, right? Similarly, nested for meaning one for loop should be present within another for loop. As simple as that. Okay, na? Sir, how can we do it, sir? How can we do it, sir? I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you in a beautiful manner. So first of all, I'll have one for loop. Okay, for open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly braces and close curly braces. Done. And I have for open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly braces and close curly braces. Clear? Now here, what I'll do here is I'll take, this is called as outer for loop. What do we call it as? We call it as outer for loop. And this we call it as inner for loop. Okay, now here I'll have a couple of data here. So I will have int I equals to 1, I is lesser than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. Okay, and here I will have int j is equal to 5, and j is lesser than or equal to 6, and j plus plus. That's it. And what am I supposed to print? I will print I plus give a space plus j value. Okay, this is all about my complete program. Okay, this is all about my complete program. Sir, what will be the output, sir? What will be the output? I will tell you in the most beautiful manner. Rule number 1. Okay, what is rule number 1? I value will get initialized. Okay, I value will get initialized. That is rule number 1. Okay, just a moment. Let me try to do this. This is I. This is the I condition. Okay, and J condition. Okay, we are done. Okay, so what will be my I value, guys? This is I is lesser than, just a moment, I is lesser than or equal to 3, j is lesser than or equal to 6. This is all about it. First, I value will get initialized to 1, correct? Then I check the condition. Step number 2. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes, true. control will come inside. Control will come inside. Now j value will get initialized. Step number 3. Okay. J value is 5. Then I check the condition again. Step number 4. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes, it is true again. Control will come inside. What is my I value? 1. What is my j value? 5. 1, 5 will get printed. Got the clarity what will happen here? 1 and 5 will get printed here. I and j value. Again, the loop has to go back. Where will it go? Will I get incremented or j will get incremented? First, j will get incremented. It will go to j++. When I tell j++, this is step number 5. J will get incremented by 1. It will become 6. And then I have to check the condition again. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes, it is true here. Again, the control will come inside. I value is still 1 only. But the j value got incremented to 6 here. So therefore, I will print the 6 value. Again, it's a loop. It has to go back. J++. J value will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No, I will stop it. Clear? We are done with this. Okay. Similarly, after this entire process, this is false. Is 7 less than or equal to 6? No, it's false. Now it will come here. From here, it will go back to I++. I value will now become 2 here. I value will become 2. This is step number 6. Check the condition. I value is 2. Is 2 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes, control will come inside. Again, j will get initialized to 5 here. Again, check the condition. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? True. Control comes inside. What is I value? It is 2. 2 will get printed. J is 5. Clear? Again goes back. J++. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Again, the control will come inside. I value is still the same, but j value is 6. Again, it goes back. It will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No, stop it. What will happen over here? Now it will again go back. The control will go back here. It is over here. The control is over here. It will go back to I++. I++ meaning what is my value? It was 2. Now it will get incremented to 3 here. After I check the condition. Is 3 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes. Control comes inside. What is my j value? 5. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Control comes inside. I value is 3. J value is 5. Again goes back. J++. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Control comes inside. 3, 6. Goes back. Okay. I value will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No. Stop it. Control will come back. Again it will go back. I++. I++ meaning it will now get incremented to 4. Is 4 lesser than or equal to 3? No. Stop it. And I have got this expected output. So in simple terms here, for one value of I, all the values of j will get executed. For one outer value, all the values of inner loop will get executed. Okay. So this is the basic funda behind nested for loop here. One loop is present within another loop here. This is all about the entire data here. Clear? I hope you got the basic idea about nested for loop here, right? So can we see the output here? Okay, can we see the output? I'm just going to enhance the code little bit, not much here because I want you all to understand it, right? I'll let it as nested for loop demo. Yeah, sufficient. Open curly braces and close curly braces. Control S, nested for loop demo.java and save as Java source file. Okay, done. Now over here, what am I supposed to do here? See, for loop. One simple for loop. I equals to 1. I is lesser than or equal to 3 and I plus plus. Clear? This everyone will tell me easily what will be the output. If I try to print the value of I, it's simple. Sir, I value is 1, sir. Is 1 less than or equal to 3? Print 1. Goes back. It will become 2, sir. Is 2 less than or equal to 3? Print 2. Goes back 3. So 1, 2, 3. Meaning the loop is working for 3 times. I value is 1, 2, 3 in a sequential manner. Now I tell for int j equals to, I'll give it as 5, is j lesser than or equal to 6 and j plus plus. Okay, open curly braces, close. And what am I supposed to print here? I will print system dot out dot print ln. Okay, I'll print I value, see, plus I plus j value. I'll print the j value also, I and j. After that, I'll print one print statement as well. Okay, so for our understanding, how does it work here? Print ln. Okay, this is the entire process. This is all about it. Now, trust me here, guys. Okay, nested for loop is one of the most important topics for your pattern programming. Okay, whenever you want to come across patterns, right, you will come across this. But let me show it to you. Can you see here? What is the output did we get here? Can you see here? One I value is 1, but j value is 5 and 6. One value is 2, I value is 2, j value is 5 and 6. I value is 3, j value is 5 and 6. So meaning for one outer value, okay, all the values of inner will get executed. For one value of I, all the values of j will get executed. It's very simple, guys. See, I value is 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 3? True. Control will come inside. I value is 1. Okay, now j equal to 5. Is j less than or equal to 6? Yes. I is 1, j is 5. Again it goes back. J will get incremented. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. I is still 1, but j is 6. Again goes back. J plus, it will become 7. Is 7 less than or equal to 6 here? No. Stop it. Control comes back and this line will get printed. Okay, and it goes back to the outer for loop. Okay, that's why. See, one loop will get executed second time and third time. I got the expected output. This is all about the entire process of understanding how does looping statement works. Clear? Understood everyone here? Perfect. Okay, now we understood this program, correct? Now I'll give you one more example here for nested for loop only. Okay, one simple pattern program I'll do, but pattern program will be done in detail for you. Okay, but don't worry, but I'm just giving you one data. Okay, concentrate. My requirement, okay, is to print star 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 star. Okay, what is my requirement? I have to print one row, 4 columns. Don't you think so? One row, 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. What am I supposed to do here? What am I supposed to do here? I will come across one for loop. See, for j is equal to 1, j is lesser than or equal to 4, and j plus plus 4 times. Correct? Now here I have to write SOP. What am I supposed to print here? I am supposed to print star, sir. I am supposed to print star, sir. Correct? Done. Now tell me, what is my j value? J value is 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 4? Yes. Control comes inside. I print star. Okay, it's SOP. Control is on the same line. Now the loop will go back. J plus plus. J value will become 2. Now I check the condition. Is 2 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Again print star. Again goes back. It will become 3. Is 3 less than or equal to 4? Yes. Print star. Okay. Again goes back. What is j plus plus? J plus plus is becoming 4. Is 4 less than or equal to 4? Print star. So I know to print one complete row here. Okay, what do I know? I know to print one complete row here. For example, see, for int j equals to 1, j lesser than or equal to 5, or j plus plus. Okay, open curly braces, close. System dot out dot println. I'll write it as print because I want to print on the same line. I will print star here. That's it. So it's print now. So now when I execute my program, look at the output what I get now. Look at the output what I get. Oh, I'm so sorry. J plus plus. Okay. Now when I compile it first, and then when I try to interpret it, look at the output what I get here. Can you see? I got it as 5 stars here, but I wanted a space. So I give a space. star space will get printed. Now see, now look at the output. What I'll get here, I'll get it as, see, I got a space, which is good. The first one congested, there's no space in between. Here there's space in between, it looks better. Now I know to print, okay, I know to print one row here. I know to print what? One row here. But I want to have the pattern like, okay, I want this kind of a pattern. Okay, 4 rows, 4 columns. Okay, I want this kind of a pattern. Okay, so Guldu people will write SOP star star star, SOP star star star, SOP star star star. This is Guldu people will do it. Okay, and I hope we are not Guldus. Okay, so we have to do it in a better way. How will we do it here? So we have to have one for loop, one more for loop. For int I equals to 1, I is lesser than or equal to 4, I plus plus. Okay, I have to write it as I plus plus. That's it. I have to write it within another for loop. Will I get my output? Absolutely yes. What is my I value? 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 4? Yes. The control will come inside. What is J here? It's 1. So see here guys, I value is 1. It means row 1. I value is 1. It means row 1. And what is the output of this for loop? What is the output of this entire for loop? This output of entire for loop is to print one row, correct? One row. One row is printed. See, if you want, you can cross it. J is 1. Is J less than or equal to 4? Yes, print star space. Star space printed. Star space printed. Again goes back. J plus plus. Var 2. Star space, star space, star space. 4 times I'm printing stars. After that, my control is on the same line. I have to move my control to the next line here. So what am I supposed to do if I have to move my control to the next line? After printing one row, I will tell SOPLN. So when I tell SOPLN here, my control comes to the next line. I plus plus, meaning I is 2, meaning row 2, row 2. Okay. Now row 2 meaning, what do you understand? My control is in row 2. Is 2 less than or equal to 4? Control comes inside. Again, what is the output of this entire for loop? Is to print one row. Star space, star space, star space, star space. My control is on the same line. After printing one straight line, okay, row, I have to move my control to the next line. So I have to tell SOPLN. So when I tell SOPLN, what happens? The control gets shifted to the next line. Again goes back. I plus plus. I value is nothing but 3. Okay. Control will again one by one, one by one, one by one. I will print. Again, the control will come here. I equals to this part entirely will be printed. So nested for loop is the basic funda, okay, for having pattern programming. If you have to be strong enough in pattern programming here, you have to be strong enough in nested for loop here. Okay, see, if I just write this entire data here, will I get the output here? Okay, see here, I'll just write this entire program here. Okay, now when I execute my program, see what is the output I get. Compilation done. Okay, and interpretation done. I'm not getting the output, guys. I'm getting it in one straight line here. 25 stars I'm getting. But what is the problem here? Sir, after printing star here, my control is on the same line. You have to move your control to the next line here. Therefore, I should have system dot out dot println for moving my control to the next line. So now when I compile it, okay, now when I interpret it here, I will definitely get the expected output. Did I get the output as 5 cross 5 matrix here? Yes, absolutely. I got the expected output. But how did I get it here? How did I get this expected output? See, I is 1, meaning row 1. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 5? Control comes inside. One row is printed, okay? And next line, my control goes to the next line. Goes back, one row is printed, control moves to the next line. This way, we are supposed to understand the working, okay, of a simple for loop. If you want here, I can trace down over here. See, for, okay, simple, in a simple way I can do it. I is equal to 1, I is lesser than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. Okay, so this is one loop here. And I have one more loop. Okay, simple, 2 minutes, guys. Int j is equal to 1. J is lesser than or equal to 3. Because I want 3 cross 3 matrix. And j plus plus. Open curly braces, close. And what am I supposed to print? I have to print star. Okay, I have to print star. And here I have to move my control back to the new line. This is all about it. See, I value is 1, meaning my control is in row 1. Okay, my control is in row 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 2? Yes, control comes inside. Now j is equal to 1. This is column 1. J is nothing but column 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 2? 3 here? Yes. Star will get printed. What will get printed? Star will get printed. Now control goes back. J plus plus. J plus plus meaning it will become 2. Column 2. Okay. Again, star. Again goes back. J will become 3. Column 3 here. Okay. I'll print the star. After this entire row is printed, SOPLN meaning my control is transferred to the new line. My control is transferred where? To the new line. After that it goes back. I plus plus. I value will become 2. Row number 2. Again control comes back. J1 meaning column 1. Star, star, star. SOPLN, the control is moved to the next line. Again goes back. I plus plus. Row number 3. Okay. J1, J2, J3 meaning column 1, column 2, column 3. Again comes to the next line. I got this base matrix here. Okay. If I want, see same logic, star, SOPLN, done. You'll be done with your pattern programs here. Okay. This all will be done in detail for you in the coming sessions here, but I just wanted to give you the basic overview about it. Clear? Everyone done with the session here? Anyone having any questions, guys? Anyone having any understanding what is objects and classes? Okay, your basic foundation, okay, is done. Okay, your basic foundation is done here. So make sure start practicing it here. Okay, you'll have one mock as well anytime soon. I'll schedule it and we can do it. I'm gonna upload